Okay, everybody, welcome to another episode of On Point EDC. Today we have an awesome review for you from a really new brand called REFYNE, and essentially they are all about that modern minimal carry. That's pretty much the foundation of everything that they create. Their focus is designing innovative yet minimalist EDC gear with true form and function, which I think they definitely have here. Now, this particular product I'd probably consider as a custom pen, and some key common characteristics and design language when you're looking for a custom pen is, of course, you're going to want something that's uniquely designed. You're going to want that fun, fidgetable actuation, and then, of course, you're going to want premium materials and construction, which I think REFYNE did a great job, on all accounts in this case. And they even have a couple different options that can help with either cost or also just your particular feel and what you want. These are extremely EDCable. They're actually quite short. They're only about 4.5, just a little bit over 4.5 inches long, guys. So these are really pocketable. They have extremely nice pocket clips that ride really deep and actually give you a really secure carry, which is very nice. So this is their REFYNE EP1, and it's essentially their take on the essential everyday carry pen. It actually, as far as key features go, you have a removable deep carry pocket clip and that signature copper internal barrel. These do come equipped with the Schmidt EasyFlow 9000 medium line width inserts, but they also, and with black ink, which is essentially a blend of rollerball and ballpoint, but they are also compatible with most Parker style and G2 size refills. As far as pricing goes, you actually are going to be able to get these at their site. As far as I know, when I'm filming this, it hasn't been updated yet, but I did check them out on their store on Amazon, and they have the steel models, which is the beautiful gunmetal gray there you can see, and the black, those PVD coated versions going for about $40 with about $65 for the polished titanium. So with all that said, let's go ahead and take a closer look and get these pieces in hand. Okay, guys, now before we pick these guys up, let's do our customary wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing the Manta Time Only Ocean King. This is also the gilt model, so you see the beautiful gold accents on the black, and then this beautiful custom kind of chestnut fitted leather strap. That's one of the benefits of Manta being a sister brand to Everest, who pretty much makes the best straps for Rolex watches. Everything integrated. They make outstanding rubber, of course the fitted leather, and then this, normally you could also get this on a beautiful bracelet with a with a really cool quick adjust clasp. But the reason I'm wearing it for this particular review is because I think it's a bit of a parallel in that, man, you have manufacturers like this that come out, right? It's just how quickly the market can turn around. It wasn't too long ago, pens like this were all $100+ right? And now you're seeing some of these options like in the $40 range, and they're really well engineered and really well executed. So here, similar, right, is, Swiss divers were costing, the entry level ones for a while there were quite expensive, guys. But now you can get something like this, and you really go spec to spec. You look at the finishing, you look at the details, and you put it next to something else way up the food chain, and this thing really holds its own. And I think that's what you're going to see today from these pens, is that, yes, I've reviewed higher cost options and whatnot on the channel before, but guys, at the same time, these things hold their own, even though they're not the most expensive or the super highest spec. At the end of the day, they actually also do come with the same refill. And so if you're just purely about the writing tasks of a pen, that's something you don't have to worry about at all. But let's go ahead and probably start out with the most premium model here, and probably the one that to me is the most interesting just off the bat on paper, which is this polished titanium model. You can see that signature barrel internally there. Nice action. You have the polished deep carry clip. Deep carry, basically, for those of you that aren't indoctrined into kind of the pocket knife lifestyle, is basically the clip goes far up to the tip here, so that when you do have it, let's say tucked in your pants or your shirt, there's very minimal that's going to be hanging out. And the nice thing is, because of the clip is so nice, you can use that actually to draw it out of your pocket, or and the nice thing is actually it's removable. You can see you have the little Torx hole right there, and basically you can take the cap off, you can remove, you can mix and match if you really want to. And it's a really handsome piece, guys. I'm kind of blown away that they're able to offer this at such an affordable price. As you can see here, fits really nicely in the hand, and it's super short, but it doesn't feel too short. It hits all the touch points. Basically, all that I would have, all that's missing is overhang, right? But it's quite compact, really well balanced. Feels really great in hand. And then actuation, of course, really nice. So you guys can get a listen to it there. Maybe even let it focus. So really, really nice. I'm digging this one. It's actually really quite light. This one is less than an ounce for the titanium, so it's 0.9 ounces. Very, very lightweight for what it is, and because of the small form factor, it makes it even lighter. Now moving on to these stainless steel models, the thing that's nice about these is they give you a really nice weight to them, so they just feel super substantial. And of course they do have this really nice PVD coating, so you get the gunmetal option or the all black, and then you still have that beautiful kind of copper accent there. Action's still beautiful, so the coating isn't affecting that in any way. But the nice thing, I might even say, after having them in hand, the gunmetal and steel might be my pick. I think it has a nicer contrast up against that copper, and then also it has that more substantial feel. And again, this is going to be great to carry, because it's really lightweight and you're going to kind of forget about it and disappears in the pocket. But in hand, having this kind of heavier feel, it does give you a little bit of, I guess, just the feeling that this thing is serious. It feels like a nice, substantial tool versus something that's just super light and feeling so airy. This will definitely feels a lot more solid. So I'm really digging that. And yeah, I think that gunmetal with the copper tone, as far as the accenting goes, is really great. To take a look at the tip here, you guys can see really nice, flows with the shape really well, and then it's well recessed enough in there to where you're not worrying that it's going to leak in your shirt. Let's say if it does come out and it's pushed down in your front shirt pocket, it's not going to be close enough to where you're going to be able to actually get anything to touch that tip, which is a really nice feature. So yeah, oh man, I'm really digging this one. It just feels really solid. This black one also, and the nice thing is also, of course, the black feels a little tactical. It's stealth mode, so that everybody loves a good fully blacked out product, murdered out, really nice. And another nice feature is that you do have the flat end cap. So let's say if you really do, you're just stuck in a bad position and you need to use one of these as a weapon of opportunity. This thing is solid. I could say that you would probably be fine to really jab this bad boy, whether you're trying to break through some glass or something like that, or break through some skull and some tissue if you really needed to. This thing feels solid enough, which is really nice, especially with the amount of purchase you can get there. And with the wider pocket clip, it actually gives you a little bit of something to kind of like grip on and kind of fold under your fingers. So really nice from that standpoint. Guys, I mean, really, these things are sweet, and you know, in hand ergonomically, they are really just perfect and beautiful, really smooth and balanced. They have great bolt action. Of course, the nice thing is that they don't have a lot sticking out. It's minimalist, guys. So let the camera focus on there. You don't really have to, you don't need it to be any bigger than that. It works just fine like that. Of course, it wants to focus on the pens on the pad. But you can see there, really beautiful action. Fun to fidget with, guys. And if, you know, you're going to have a pen to play with, it's those tactile feelings that really get you going, and you know, you kind of can make a connection with that. Let me know what you guys think. Which one was your favorite combination? The steel with that little extra weight. As far as the weight goes, this is 1.3 ounces versus the 0.9 ounce. You know, so the steel is a little bit heavier, but I wouldn't call it heavy by any means. At the end of the day, it's still a pretty small, compact piece. In pocket, of course, it's really unobtrusive, very, very compact, ultra compact. The deep carry clip, the ride's very secure, nice and deep in the pocket. As far as model variants go, you see them all here. And comparable options, you know, most of the alternatives with this level of quality are going to cost a lot more, you know, starting at $100 essentially. And I've reviewed a couple of them on my channel, and those are still great. And these, I'm not saying these kind of like unseat anything that costs a little bit more, or a lot more, but for what they are, they're going to give you pretty much exactly what you need. You don't need any more than this. You can have a nicety to have more, you know, if you're into that, and you're big on it, you're going to be able to draw some value, you know, from a subjective level out of those products. But as far as objectively, I mean, these things are giving you pretty much everything that you need. So the bottom line is you're getting a lot of pen for the money, and it's even squeezed into a really easily pocketable form factor. So if you're looking for something really in that kind of micro carry size, but still full sized enough to where you're not having to play with caps or anything to make it have a longer shaft or a neck, this thing is pretty much pushing the limits of that kind of minimal pen where you can just take it anywhere, but it still feels balanced enough, still feels long enough to be like a pen and a writing utensil versus feeling like some, you know, just some flat out EDC tool. So really, really great. Let me know what you guys think again in the comments below. If you like the video, please do it like, and if you haven't, please subscribe for more content just like this. Get that to focus. All right, signing off.